Hello and welcome, I'm Misstical. This is Misstical Gaming. We're jumping into Watcher of Realms now. We've got an update coming for the Forerunner server. Okay, Forerunner is coming on the 20th. It arrives at 19:15 UTC minus 8 hours. That means for me it'd be the 21st. Okay, right, let's jump in, have a look at what they've got in store for it. It is a lot. Okay, this is the first part of it. Okay, after this version update, the unused hero of the year skin voucher in your storage will be converted to unlock the Woodland Wildflower Eloin. Go to Hero Skins to view it. So there we go. That's the first part of the update. Now we're moving over into Guild Wars. So they are showing us, or they're starting to show what's happening with Season 12. There are some big changes afoot for this. Right, let's get into this. Added Guild War Tier A, Tier B League system. Coming into effect from Season 12, during Season 11 settlement, all guilds below Plat 1. So for me, that means everyone in gold. So Plat goes from 3-2 down to 1, and then it goes into the gold. So I'm presuming if you're in gold, then that's the cutoff. That's how it sort of reads to me. Okay, will be assigned into Tier B League. Starting from Season 12, Tier A League and Tier B League guilds will be used different seasonal maps for the Guild War and will not be matched against each other. Well, that's fairly good. During each Season 12 season settlement, Tier A and Tier B guilds will undergo tier evaluation together, with Tier A guilds prioritised in the ranking system. So I presume if you're Tier A, you can't come below Tier B, I would guess, but I don't know that for definite. During season settlement, top ranked Tier B guilds will be promoted to Tier A for the next season. Bottom ranked Tier A guilds will be relegated to Tier B next season. The exact number of promotions and relegations depending on the registered guild count and can be viewed from the interface description once Season 12 begins. Please don't leave your guild. And oh god, no idea how that's going to affect guilds. Good luck to you if you get relegated. I think you're going to see a lot of players scramble to leave. I think that'll be a shame. That will be a shame. But there we go. Right, that's the change there. Now also Season 12 will bring a new hero. So updated central keeps for and the defensive tower for the maps and Tier A and Tier B, I would imagine. Updated seasonal rewards, new theme, avatar, emotes, that sort of good stuff. New demon soldier for the season is Tormented Banshee. Can only be obtained through Guild Wars, that's fine. And the demon soldier Tormented Banshee, Bloodspring creature, speedster demon soldier, briefly gains invisibility when on low HP. And then lastly, we've got the normal blurb, Gladiator Gauntlet dates, readiness phase, battle phase, settlement phase, and then the mystery demon chest would then have the golden guard added to it, which is this season's hero. So normal stuff there. Now let's get into the good stuff. So here we go then. Right, hero buffs. There is a lot of them to go through. Right, let's quickly go and have a look at the first hero I don't have, which will be the norm. So getting some major changes here. So the first one is Northern Star Icy Shield. So that's her ultimate there. It will now be applies a shield to 70% max HP to all allies in range for 10 seconds. This shield is affected by healing effect, which would be interesting. I don't know. I've never played around to see if the shield normally is. I imagine it's not, but there you go. It will now be affected by healing effect, which is a subtle change and could make the shield quite substantially bigger. Okay, next, Shield of Hope. When a shield applied by this hero to an ally expires, restores 5 to 10% of the target's max HP and grants 2% rage for 1 second. Okay. Next, we've got her Frigid Fury, second passive. So that is now going to be when a shield applied by this hero to an ally expires, inflicts vulnerability, physical damage, and 5 to 8 seconds slow, and 0.5 to 1 second freeze to up to 3 nearby enemies, which is quite a mouthful, but that's what she's now getting. Then if we move on and have a look at Awakening 1, so that's her Awakening 1 at the moment. There we go, got my head out of the way, that's what it reads at the moment, but it is now going to change. What we're going to get is Frigid Fury triggered the number of enemy targets by 2, and the vulnerability physical damage effect increases up to 20%. So we're getting a buff on both of those. Right, next part of this is Awakening 3. So let's go and have a quick look. A3, when taking fatal damage, gains unyielding for 5 seconds, so someone else gaining unyielding as well. During this time, all allies within the hero's basic attack range restore 10% of their max HP for per second. That's going to be 50%. Can be triggered, can only be triggered up to 1 time per battle. And then, of course, the next one is her A5, so that's getting a look at as well. So A5, after casting Icy Shield, increases max HP by 10% permanently, stacks up to 3 times, so this is getting a buff from the 8 to the 10%. Okay, so that's her done. Anyone feel like we're getting something for the Frostfall event? Speak now. Right, the next one. Now, if you followed me for a little while, you know I've been after a hero to get a buff, and it's here. She's getting it. Right, this is the buff she's got, whether we're happy with it or not. So firstly, Venoma Snakeblood Princess has been reworked into an AoE Mage. All damage types have been changed to AoE magic damage, and these are the changes we are getting. So the first one, not very much at all. It's instead of deals damage to 1 enemy, she's going to deal damage to up to 3 enemies, and the damage remains much the same, so no change there then. Next part we've got is the ultimate. So her ultimate is going to change, and then after a brief channeling, no idea why she has to channel, she deals the same amount of damage to enemies and inflicts hex for 10 seconds, whereas before hex was only being inflicted for 5 seconds. There we go. So it was done for 5 seconds, and now we're getting a full 10 seconds on it, so that is a subtle change there. And then the other change to this, hex deals 35% continuous magic damage and cannot be dispelled, so that is up from the 20%. And then we've got her Olden Curse as well. So Olden Curse, when inflicting hex on an enemy, slows them down by 50% for 2 seconds. We'll do the 50% slow, and then that's from 4 seconds up to 6. So that was 2 going up to 4 seconds, so it's now going to start at 4 and go up to 6. And of course you're doing more damage anyway along with the slow, so you should be able to hit more of them. So theoretically that's all working well, but we'll have a play test with her and see what happens. The Gaze, which is her next one, yeah, Cursed Gaze, after every 7 down to 5 attacks, the next attack deals 200 to 208% damage. Enemies inflicted and inflicts hex for 10 seconds. Hex goes back on again, so attacks 7 times, the next attack deals 90% damage. That's quite a big jump then, isn't it? That's coming down in the number of attacks needed and substantially up in the amount of damage from 90%, and also she's hitting more people as well, and inflicts hex, and hex does more damage and stays on for longer. So who knows? Who knows what all that will bring with her? Will that make her playable and usable? I do hope so. And then the other change is her Awakening 5, which I can't imagine affects a lot of people, but if it does, it used to basic attack +1, and it's now going to be basic attack quantity +2. Okay, so you're gone from AoE from 3 to 5 as opposed to 1 to 2. I don't know if that will affect many people, but there we go. She is getting a buff. Right, next on the buff list. Right, next is someone I didn't think was getting a buff anytime soon, but there you go. That's her ultimate there, and it's been changed. So it will now launches 1 additional Grimthorn Spike every 2 basic attacks. So you are going to want that done up, and before its basic attack has a 50% chance to launch 1 additional. So it's just guaranteeing now that you are going to get 1 every other attack, as opposed to being a 50-50 chance, I suppose. Is that it? More of a guaranteed hit? I should imagine that makes damage a bit more plateau, doesn't it? It makes it a bit more leveled, as opposed to possibly being a bit spiky. So there we go. Hopefully in auto battles and things like that, that will ease out. Is that the thoughts behind it, we think? Right, anyway, next buff. Here we go. Just because she doesn't need a buff, but yeah, it's only a small buff here. This here, when the ultimate hits, inflicts stun, poison on target. When activated, applies poison immunity to allies within 2 tiles. Okay, so poison immunity cannot be dispelled. Now, what she's getting is poison immunity duration plus 5 seconds. That's poison immunity. So it's going on for 15 seconds then. Is that what we're saying? That's going up to 15 seconds? Wow. That's a long time. That is quite some time. I imagine this is to get you back round a poison debuff or something like that, then, is it? But, you know, it's a buff. So nice to see. Now we're off into someone who has... she's seen an uptick in play recently, okay? So that's not a bad thing. There she is. So running circle, Songs of Courage. So that's her first auto then, her first passive, sorry. So before increases the target's max HP by 20, 20, 20, 30, 30%. Now applies max HP increase to allies. Max HP increase HP by 20, 30. Takes effect only when a stronger than current buff debuff on the same attributes. Okay. I presume this was overriding stuff, or was taking effect if there was a weaker, or if there was a stronger one on there. Was it? Is that how this is worded? It was overriding stuff, so maybe that's why I read that. I mean, I would have thought that'd have been obvious, but there we go. Maybe someone was experiencing that in game. I haven't, but there we are. Right. So next we've got our epic. There she is there. There's a basic attack there, and it's just getting a subtle wordage change. So basic attack description modifier added, prioritizes attacking airborne units. I mean, okay, no great shakes there, but that's a change to her. Now we're going on to someone's getting a, well, yeah, it's a buff. They're getting a bonded skill added. Okay, now I haven't even seen the hero, so this is news that a new hero is coming as well then. So here we go. So here she is. She's now getting a bonded skill. This is it. Okay, newly added bonded skill, Winter's Blessing. Obtain Rivenhald, the Hornbound Sovereign, to unlock the following bonus effect. When healing prayer triggers, healing increases her attack speed by 100 for 5 seconds. That's the bonded skill she's getting. Don't know when the hero is. I'm imagining the Frostfall Jamboree event this year is going Northerner, and I'm guessing that is a hero that we get for it, okay, along with the other healers getting a buff as well. It just seems to be very Northern focused, so I'm guessing this is all coming in time for Frostfall. That's my guess. No insider knowledge, don't know, just a guess. Okay, right, the next hero's not getting a buff, but I'll bring the hero up, and then that way we can have a look at them. Okay, so what they're getting is they're getting an exclusive artifact. Okay, so newly added exclusive artifact for Kane, the Final Fang. Leviathan increases AoE damage by 20 to 30% and adjacent allies penetration by 15%. Takes effect only when it's stronger than current buff debuff on the same attribute. Okay, there we go. So he's getting an exclusive artifact. If you have him, congratulations. If you can get it, that is of course the other issue. Right, so the next one we're going to have a look at now. I'm not sure. I think this is just, again, a wordage change. Okay, so I don't know whether it's been tripping up or causing an issue. I haven't seen it, but some people might have done. So they're having a change to his exclusive artifact. That's what the exclusive artifact reads at the moment. Okay, they're putting this in, and again, the only change to it is it takes effect only when it's stronger than the current buff debuff on the same attribute. Okay, so they're just adding that into his exclusive artifact. That's the first time they've changed an exclusive, is it? But who knows, maybe we're going to see buffs on exclusives. Right, so the last bits are auto fight optimization, so campaign stages, promotion insignia stages and hero visit stages now support auto fights and auto fight gear recording, so that's a bonus there. And then the last couple of bits we've got, there are some biggies in here, to be honest. So auto fight experience optimization, heroes in auto fights can now adjust their gear and artifacts, so that'd be interesting to see. So I might do some changes and we'll see how auto fights span out over that. That'd be quite interesting to actually have a look at. Now we're getting a new Trial of the Watchers added to faction trials up to stages 18, so that's 15, 16, 17 and 18 are getting added, and there's the new achievement to be added with it as well. That is quite normal. And now surprisingly, I'm thinking this is the big one. in this, okay? I could be wrong, so I'm not going to get overexcited until I see this. Quick cast optimization. Hero skill auto casting can now be controlled. Commanders can enable this feature by going to System Settings, Gameplay, Individual Hero Skill, Quick Cast Control. So can I turn on autos and off autos even when I have an auto fight on the go? So most of them do it, but some don't. I don't know. We'll see. That's what I'm hoping for. So I think this could change how we do auto casting and that sort of stuff, I think. So I am quite looking forward to seeing that. So I'll have to have a look out on that. And then they fixed an issue where Ezra would occasionally fail to replace textures when switching to Destroyer and Devourer mode. So that's been fixed as well. And then right at the bottom, we've got Stage Support feature optimized guild member support option added. Okay, so that is, I think, it. So if we just go and have a quick look to make sure we've got everything. So going through Guild Wars added, Season 1 and 2, Season 12 stuff, yeah, Season 11 phases, Heroes, Gwen, Venoma, woohoo, Namira, Nastia, Sadie, Filipina, area, yeah, Artifacts 1, 2, others 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. That's everything done, I think. Okay, tell us what you think. Happy with all that? That is a lot coming. Okay, thank you very much for your time. Give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share the video out, make sure everyone else gets the information. Be much appreciated. I'll see you all in a video again soon. Cheers. Goodbye.